Hello friends, I am so excited to talk about a project close to my heart: DIY glass bottle lights. These beauties are popping up everywhere, and it's easy to see why. They add such a unique, handcrafted charm to any room in your home. There's something truly special about taking an ordinary object and transforming it into something extraordinary with your own two hands. It's more than just a light fixture, it's a piece of your story, a testament to your creativity. These lights don't just illuminate a space, they fill it with character and warmth, becoming a real conversation starter for anyone who visits. Making these lights is also a wonderful way to be kind to our beautiful planet. Think about all those lovely glass bottles that might otherwise end up in a landfill. By upcycling them, we're giving them a brand new purpose, a second chance to shine. This simple act reduces waste and helps us live a little more sustainably, which is always a good thing, and the personal benefits are just as sweet. There's an incredible sense of accomplishment when you finish a project like this. You get to create custom decor that perfectly reflects your personal style, something you truly can't find in any store. Let's dream a little about design. For a touch of rustic charm, imagine using old amber or deep green wine bottles. These colors have such a warm, inviting feel. You could pair them with a natural jute-covered cord or a dark antique-style metal fixture. Picture this kind of light hanging above a reclaimed wood dining table in a farmhouse kitchen, or casting a cozy glow in a snug reading nook. It's the kind of detail that brings history and comfort into a space. It's amazing how simple materials can create such an impactful and heartfelt look. If your style leans more towards modern and sleek, that's wonderful too. Think about using clear glass bottles with interesting smooth silhouettes, perhaps some unique spirit or artisan soda bottles. Pair these with a polished chrome or a sophisticated matte black fixture for a really clean look. An Edison bulb with its visible filament would be the perfect finishing touch here, adding a hint of industrial chic. These kinds of pendant lights are ideal for hanging over a minimalist kitchen island or bringing a touch of understated elegance to a bright contemporary home office. It's all about that beautiful simplicity. Alright, let's gather everything we'll need for this fun project. First up, you'll want to find some old glass bottles. Choose ones with shapes and colors that speak to you. Wine bottles, pretty water bottles, or unique spirit bottles all work great. Then, you'll need pendant light kits. These usually come with the socket, the electrical cord, and the ceiling canopy. Just double-check that the socket part will fit nicely into the neck of your chosen bottles. You'll also need a glass cutter tool. A simple bottle scoring tool is perfect for this. And please don't forget heavy-duty work gloves and safety glasses. These are absolutely essential, y'all. Next on our list is sandpaper. Get a few different grits from coarse to medium to fine because we want those cut edges to be super smooth and safe. You'll also need a bucket or a deep sink for the bottle cutting process, which uses hot and cold water. A kettle or a simple pot will be handy for boiling the water, and you'll want easy access to cold tap water. Grab a soft cloth for cleaning the bottles thoroughly, and maybe some Goo Gone if you have any stubborn labels to remove. Lastly, a ruler or measuring tape will help you get those cuts just right. Now let's talk safety, because this is the most important part of any DIY. Working with glass requires your full attention and care. Always, and I mean always, wear your safety glasses. Those tiny little slivers of glass can fly, and we want to protect those precious eyes. Be sure to wear your thick work gloves whenever you're cutting the glass or handling the cut edges. Take your time with the cutting step. There's no need to rush. It's always best to work in a well-lit area, clear of any distractions like curious kiddos or pets. Keep a small first aid kit nearby, just in case. Electrical safety is another key thing to keep in mind. If you're not completely comfortable or familiar with wiring, please don't hesitate to call a qualified electrician. It's always better to be safe than sorry when it comes to electricity. When you're working with the pendant light kits, make absolutely sure that the power to the existing fixture is turned off at the main circuit breaker. Double-check all your connections before you restore power. And remember, water and electricity are not friends, so keep your work area completely dry when you get to the wiring part. First things first, let's pick out our star bottles. Look for ones whose shape and color you truly love, as they'll be a feature in your home. Carefully inspect them for any existing cracks or significant chips, as these might make the bottle tricky or unsafe to work with. Once you've chosen your perfect candidates, it's time to give them a good cleaning. Soak the bottles in warm soapy water. This usually helps loosen up those labels. If some labels are extra stubborn, a little Goo Gone can work wonders. Rinse them thoroughly inside and out, and then let them dry completely before moving on. Now for the exciting part, cutting the bottle. Decide where you want to cut off the bottom of the bottle. This will determine the length of your pendant shade. Using your glass scoring tool, make one clean, continuous, and even score line all the way around the bottle. Apply firm, steady pressure, but don't press so hard that you risk cracking it unevenly. Then very carefully pour boiling hot water directly over the score line, rotating the bottle slowly. Immediately after, pour very cold tap water over the same score line. The thermal shock should cause the glass to snap cleanly. This might take a couple of tries to master, so be patient with yourself. Once your bottle is cut, the edge will be quite sharp, so our next step is crucial for safety and a professional finish sanding. Start with your coarse grit sandpaper to gently smooth down any major rough spots or uneven areas along the cut edge. Then move on to a medium grit sandpaper, followed by a fine grit sandpaper. Continue sanding patiently, working your way around the edge until it's completely smooth to the touch. You can do this dry or try wet sanding, dipping the sandpaper in water, which helps to keep the glass dust down. And please remember to keep those gloves and safety glasses on for this entire step. With the bottle beautifully prepped, it's time to assemble your light fixture. This is where your vision really starts to come together. Take your pendant light kit and carefully thread the cord through the neck of the bottle from the top down. Then, secure the light socket inside the bottle opening, following the specific instructions that came with your kit. Many kits have a retaining ring or a similar mechanism to hold the socket firmly in place. Make sure everything is snug and secure. Before you think about installing it, it's a good idea to screw in a light bulb and safely test it to ensure your wiring is correct. This is where you can truly let your personality shine through and customize your new light. There are so many fun ways to decorate your glass bottle pendant. You could try painting the inside or outside of the bottle. A frosted glass spray paint can create a lovely diffused glow, or perhaps some delicate stenciling with a pattern that complements your room's decor. Think about using colored fabric cords for your pendant light. Instead of the standard black or white, they come in all sorts of hues and can add a wonderful pop of unexpected fun. For a rustic or bohemian touch, you could even wrap the neck of the bottle with natural twine or add some pretty beads. And why stop at just one light? Grouping several of your DIY bottle pendants together, perhaps at slightly different heights, can create a truly stunning chandelier effect. This looks particularly amazing hanging over a long dining table or a spacious kitchen island, becoming a real focal point. When it comes to installation, if you're replacing an existing light fixture, the process is usually fairly straightforward. However, always remember to turn off the power at the main circuit breaker before you begin any electrical work. If you feel unsure at any point, please call a qualified electrician. Your safety is the most important thing. Keeping your new creation looking its best is quite easy. To clean, simply dust the glass bottle gently with a soft, dry cloth from time to time. For the electrical components, it's a good habit to visually inspect them occasionally, just to make sure everything still looks secure and in good condition. A couple of common pitfalls to watch out for during the making process are uneven cutting, which can be frustrating. The best way to avoid this is to practice on a few spare, unimportant bottles first. Another common mistake is not sanding the cut edge thoroughly enough, which can leave it sharp. Just take your time with these critical steps, and just like that, you've done it. You've taken an old, perhaps forgotten glass bottle and transformed it into a beautiful and functional piece of lighting for your home. Give yourself a big pat on the back. This project is about so much more than just a new light fixture. It's a celebration of creativity, resourcefulness, and making a small, positive difference for our planet. Every single time you switch on your unique, handcrafted pendant light, I hope you remember the joy and satisfaction of making it yourself. Keep finding beauty in unexpected places and let your home continue to tell your wonderful story.